All right, Bears fans, we're 4 days away from the season opener against the San Francisco 49ers, and we started a subscriber competition last week with the 49ers report, and it's been back and forth. But Chase Sr. and the Niners surged yesterday to take a 24 subscriber lead, 478 to 454. So come on, help us out. We're publishing daily videos. Hit that sub button. We got to beat the Niners report in new subscribers, because if we win this competition, good chance we're going to win on Sunday as well. Hit that big red button if you want daily and free Chicago Bears videos. You're watching Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. On today's show, we got some news to get to. Might have a second video later. Stay tuned for that. But for now, this is today's show. And I wanted to bring you the news when team captains were announced, which they were in the past hour or so. Head coach Matt Eberflus announced to the media who the captains are. They also released a video of when he announced it to the team earlier today. 4 permanent captains and 1 honorary captain each week to be a 5th captain. Here are your captains for the 2022 season. David Montgomery is your Week 1 honorary captain. He is not one of the 4 permanent captains, though. That is quarterback Justin Fields. I think that's significant. Offensive guard Cody Whitehair, Roquan Smith, and Robert Quinn. Those are your 4 permanent captains. Every week there will be an honorary captain. This week it is running back David Montgomery. Now, Justin Fields, on being voted a team captain, I'll explain voted in a second. He says, look, making sure our culture stays the way it is, leading our team whichever way possible on and off the field. Basically saying, hey, I got to be that guy people rely on. I got to set the tone for the culture in this building. I'm the starting quarterback. It's year 2 now. I got to take over as a leader. And I think that's significant that he was voted a captain, and Matt Eberflus did say this was a team vote. The team voted on 4 captains, and for Justin Fields to be named one, that's important. You need your quarterback to be someone that the locker room trusts, and that clearly has been the case. That affirms everything we've heard all offseason from the coaches and players talking about Justin Fields' improvement and his maturity. That is very exciting. This is a really good group, man. I think there were 7 to 8 players that were worthy of the 4 captains. The 4 that got it, I think Lucas Patrick was someone that I could have seen being in the mix. Darnell Mooney as well, and obviously David Montgomery, who is an honorary captain. But I think there's other leaders on this team too. I think Jalen Johnson's going to be a leader. I think even though he's a rookie, Jaquan Brisker is definitely going to be a captain in the future. Good options to choose from. I think the 4 they picked, though, were pretty damn good. What do you think? Grade the Bears 2022 team captains, A, B, C, D, or F. How would you grade it? I'm giving it an A. I think it's a good group. I think the choices make sense. Let me know how you guys feel down in the comments. A, B, C, D, or F for the Bears captains for 2022. Now, guys, FGB is the motto here, and if you want to spam it in the comments, go for it. But we're 10 days away from the Week 2 matchup against the Green Bay Packers. I think 11 days away, actually. Regardless, whatever the point is, you got to get your shirt so you can rep it on game day. Chatsports.com/FGB. That link is in the comments. It's in the description. Get your shirt. I've rocked mine a few times. I'll be wearing it on shows. I'll definitely be wearing it on Sunday Night Football in a week and a half. Get it today, and send me a message on Twitter of you getting your shirt. I've gotten a few. We'll show those on a future show. Chatsports.com/FGB, because, hey, F Green Bay. All right, Lucas Patrick update. The official injury report has not been released, but Justin Fields did make a comment that I found interesting. He said that he still hasn't taken a snap from Patrick since he returned on Monday, talking about Patrick returning to practice on Monday, having another workout this afternoon. There's still time, but you got to feel like there's at least a good chance Patrick misses Week 1 at this point. I don't like how this is trending right now for him to return and snap the football. There's been that chatter of, oh, he could play guard. If he can't snap, I just would not play him in the opening week. Now, the official injury report will be released later today. I'm guessing he'll be in that questionable category for Matt Eberflus, so keep an eye on that. I would love to have him out there, but if he can't snap the football, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, Courtney Cronin did tweet this out, and I wanted to mention this. I'll just read this real quick. It just came in. Lucas Patrick said he feels he can, quote, be super functional, close quote, with the cast on his hand because he played with one before when he broke his hand as a rookie, but those instances were when he was playing guard, not center. So, again, that's not being able to snap the football likely. So, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe he starts at guard. I would not go that route, but it is a possibility. Now, we'll see who suits up for the Bears and who doesn't this Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers when the Niners come to Soldier Field to take on the Bears at 1 o'clock Eastern this Sunday, September 11th, 12 Central Time. We, of course, will be live for a watch party. And, hey, it's Niners week. I know we're the FGB squad here, but F49, get it spammed in the comment section. F49, get the Niners out of here. Got to beat San Francisco in week 1. Protect home field. Let's get it. Let's go. I think 7.5 points is way too much. I think the Bears have a pretty good chance of winning this game. Type F49 down in the comments. All right, speaking of Soldier Field, new grass installed this week at the stadium. And I'm just sitting there thinking, this week, man, I hope it's ready to go by Sunday. I suppose it can't be any worse than what it was before, but Jarrett Payton, of course, son of Walter Payton, he's a host at WGN, tweeted this out last night, and more info came down today. Soldier Field has teamed up with Carolina Green Company to lay down a new type of sod before the Bears' home opener. I'll have the exclusive story on WGN, yada, yada, yada. He also was the first person to run on the field. He says, I'm still fast, and the track is fast. Matt Eberflus, according to Payton's report, requested the Bermuda grass, and Eberflus talked a little bit about it today. So I've never heard of this, of a coach, an NFL head coach requesting to stadium officials, hey, I want this grass instead of the other grass, or whatever the case may be. I find that very, very interesting. Now, I'm no grass turf expert. Here's Tim Lefevre, the Soldier Field general manager, with a quote here from one of the stories that dropped. He says, it's so much tighter. The plant and the footing, players are going to feel that difference. It's going to be a faster game, I think you'll see on this turf. We would have gone to this years ago if we felt it could grow longer into the fall. That has been a part of this story, is Bermuda typically struggles in colder temperatures. So we'll see how the field holds up into November, December, and into January potentially. But here are a couple of photos of them laying down the new Bermuda at the stadium. Lefevre also added that they've got like a warming grass I don't know what the word is. What do they call that coop below the surface? Like a system, I guess. Yeah, heaters. Yeah, but there's like a system below the surface. And he says normally they turn those on in mid-October. He said they're turning those on tonight to keep those warm because Bermuda needs to be in warm climate. So we'll see how it holds up throughout the season. Adam Hogue, who's actually a special teams high school coordinator, also covers the Bears, of course, does a great job for CHGO. He said, added this, Soldier Field transitioning to Bermuda grass called Tahoma 31 that is supposed to hold up better in the winter. Supposedly can be played right away, too. Awful field conditions were an issue in the preseason. I look forward to Cairo Santos' full review. Listen, my main takeaway on this is Flus ain't messing around. This is the Flus show. He wants new grass, he gets new grass, okay? That is just how things are going with this new regime. These are guys who are decisive in what they want, talking about him and Ryan Poles. So I continue to be impressed with how they operate as a tandem, and this is just the latest example of that. The Bears don't even own Soldier Field, and they're calling the shots on what the grass is going to be. So, hey, good for Matt Eberflus. The playing surface can't be any worse than what it was in the preseason. That was an absolute joke. All right, how hyped are you for Coach Flus? Scale from 1 to 10. I'm at about a 9 right now. I'm excited. I feel good about him and this coaching staff. It's exciting to see the team captains being announced today, so I'll give it a 9. What say you? Let me know. All right, that's it for today's episode of Bears Now. If there's anything notable from the Bears injury report, we might do a second video later today, so stay tuned. But until then, subscribe. Remember, let's beat the 49ers report and new subscribers. It's free. Come on, embrace competition. Let's go. Got to beat the Niners on and off the field. I'm Harrison Graham. We'll see you soon here on Bears Now.